back with comedian David Boyle, and I'm quitting alcohol. So today you're going to hear some fucking Indians in the background because the builders next door are right outside my window laying bricks. It's either going to be them yelling in fucking Indian language or my relatives yelling at me because the house is fucking full today and I can't do it anywhere else. So the fucking builders are there. Anyway, what the fuck was I going to talk about today? I was going to talk about... I posted a photo last night. It was a photo of about 7 or 8 shots and a beer. And in the middle of the arrangements of shots and beer was a giant cup of black tea. And I posted it innocently thinking that you fucking degenerate alcoholics would have seen the giant cup of black tea in the middle of the shots. But you didn't. All you saw was the booze and you jumped to conclusions thinking the boil had finally broken. The boil had finally broken on a Monday night out to dinner with his sister-in-law and his sister-in-law's friends. That's when I'm going to break, is it? Don't fucking worry about when I break. If I break, it's going to be public and it's going to be dramatic. You'll get a play-by-play of the action on Instagram because I'm becoming an Instagram slut. I love it. I just feel like there's no reason to ever be off Instagram now. What is the point? I see no practical point of just living an existence that isn't filtered through Instagram. In real life, I'm just sitting at a bar drinking black tea. In Instagram life, it's a big fucking event. People care. People care. But yeah, if I ever drink again, you'll fucking know about it. You cunts will be the first to know. I've said this before. You will get a play-by-play, shot-by-shot, gin-by-gin, fucking live stream of the downfall of the boil. But no, I didn't drink yesterday. I just had my black tea. I had a few darts. I have been on the darts a fair bit lately. I tell you what, it's really hard not to dart indoors here. It's like going back to the 90s or something. You can smoke in bars in India. Well, you can in Bangalore. So everyone's just sitting around indoors. It's smoky. You can barely breathe. You feel sick. And all you want to do is sit there with a dart with the rest of the crew. There's just something about smoking in a bar that just says freedom to me. It just says, I don't care about anything. I don't care about you. I don't care about myself. All I care about is the freedom to do whatever the fuck I want. That's the kind of freedom I care about. That's the kind of freedom worth fighting for. And what did we do with that freedom? We gave it up. You can't even smoke outside a bar. You can't even smoke in the city in Australia anymore. We gave it up 1 meter at a time. You used to be able to smoke in bars. Even when I was a youngster, you were allowed to smoke inside the bar and blow it into non-smokers' faces like you should be able to. They should get the smell of freedom too. And that is the smell of freedom. It's a different smell to what you thought it was going to be. You thought it was going to be like fresh air and like flowers and shit like that. A stream, like the smell of water and cut grass or whatever the fuck. It's not. Freedom is the smell of old sour beer mixed with vomit and cigarette smoke. That's freedom, baby. And we gave it up 1 meter at a fucking time in Australia. Their first move was you can smoke inside the bar, except you have to be 1 meter away from the bar if you're smoking. And everyone was pissed off about that. I was like, fuck you. I'm not staying 1 meter away from the bar. I'm going right up there with the dart in my mouth and ordering my beer. And then a security guard would come over and go, mate, you got to be a meter back. That was the first sign of the tiptoe of totalitarianism. Stand 1 meter back from the bar while you smoke. Even though we all knew that was retarded. The bartender knew it was retarded. The security guard knew it was retarded. The smoker definitely knew it was fucking retarded. Like we don't know how air and smoke works. Like it can't cross that 1 meter barrier. But that's what we did. We're like, all right, as long as I can still smoke in this goddamn bar, as long as I still have most of my goddamn freedoms, I'll stay a meter away from the bar. And then what was it? I think it was like 3 meters from the bar, then 5. Then you got a little section with velvet rope. Then you're outside. Now you're not even allowed in the city. and cigarettes cost $40 for a pack of 20s. That's your fucking freedom. Smell that shit. Why? Because some fucking nerds complained. We gave it all up for that. I'm going to be honest with you. In the Freedom Bar yesterday, where everyone was smoking, they were also smoking hookahs in there too. And I'm going to say it was pretty hard to fucking breathe. It was pretty hard to suck down a dart and then put it out and then suck down the air. It's hard to breathe in Freedom. I will tell you that. The air is thick in Freedom, but Freedom isn't an easy ride. You've got to fight. So while we're at the Freedom Bar, one of the people who was with us was a non-smoker and was finding it difficult to breathe in all the freedom. And I'm going to be honest with you again, so was I. I was starting to get the sweats. I was starting to overheat and get the sweats, and I was starting to feel a little bit nauseous. But I was trying not to let it show. But do you know what we did? We didn't write a letter to our local councillor. We didn't complain to the health authorities. We didn't complain to anyone. Do you know what we did? We just fucking moved to where there were no people smoking. The smokers were there first. If you have a problem with the smokers, just go to the place where there's no smoking. There's places where there's no smoking in the same venue. It's like what happened in Sydney to all the good music venues. Rich fucks started buying houses and apartments around all the good places where all the good music venues were because they were the coolest places in Sydney. And then, like the cunts they are, after they moved in, they started complaining about noise pollution. That's what these fucks did. They moved right next to the fucking best live music venues in Sydney and then started complaining about the loud music and the people walking home from the music venues. And then they all ended up getting fucking shut down. And now all you've got is some cunt playing some fucking covers on his acoustic guitar in the corner of the pokies room while some grandma drinks some free hot chocolate. And I tell you what, I would still rather be that guy than a stand-up comedian. That's where I'm at. So be careful what freedoms you want to give up, people, because they don't fucking come back. Anyway, that's it for tonight, and I'll see ya the fuck later.